Hey ladies, I'm Vicky Murgatroyd from Life Empowerment Project. And today's blog, I want to really discuss with you a really key matter. Is your business being affected negatively by your story? So again, this is something that has come about from a conversation that I had with a long-term client who has really come to the realisation of just how much has shifted since she's begun working on herself. As I've said to you many times, you are the creator of your reality. When you tune you up, your whole reality gets tuned up as well. You have the entire world within your hands. You have the complete control and the complete power. So, back to where we started. Is your business suffering from your story? Now, our story is something that we tell ourselves about our lives, about ourselves, either something that we are or something that we are not. So I might truly and utterly believe that I am a failure. I might believe that I'm not worth it. I might believe that I'm not clever enough, I don't have enough money, etc. Now all these things, they're the don'ts. So what else could I tell myself on what you are and what you can do? I might tell myself that everything I touch turns to crap. I might tell myself that everyone around me does better than I do. I might tell myself all these kind of myriad of different things. But what I want you to understand is that's all story. We get so caught up in the fact that we somehow connect our behaviours to who we are. Now let me tell you, your behaviours are something that have been developed over time, and every single one of them will be for your protection. Now when you can get down to that and you can see the connection between what behaviour you're carrying out and what purpose it's serving, you become the master of your own reality once again, because you're able to fulfil the purpose and the benefit of the behaviour without actually carrying that behaviour out. This separates you from your story really effectively. So yeah, your story is just the things that you think about yourself, the things that you tell yourself. These can even be good things at times. They can be good but slightly delusional. Perhaps that I'm a marketing master. Definitely not a marketing master, but I could tell myself that and I could believe that. But basically it's the negative things that you tell yourself but that you truly believe about yourself. There's parts of ourselves guaranteed that we don't love, that we don't like, and that has to stop. You are a phenomenal woman. You are absolutely incredible. And the fact that you and your consciousness occupies this lump of flesh and gets it to move around and gets it to achieve these things is superb. It's just ridiculously amazing. But we get disconnected from that and we get caught up in our story and we tell ourselves, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'll never be that, etc. It's all just surface stuff. So what I'm imploring you today is to go deeper, to really consider who you are at the deepest level. Escape all the stories, escape everything else. There's nothing on this earth you can't learn to do. There's one of the founding things of NLP is that if somebody else can do it, you can do it. It's a process of modelling, it's a process of learning how it's done. And when you want to learn a skill and an attribute, you have to model, most importantly, not just this process of doing it. Say, for instance, being successful. You could model Mark Zuckerberg's process of being super successful. But if you don't have his core beliefs, his core values, his core perspectives, then you'll never create what he's created. Do you appreciate that? So it's all about getting in contact with who you really are, why you really do what you do, and really getting into that deeper level. Dissociate yourself from that story you've always told yourself, because you are entirely limitless. The only limits that you will have are the ones that are self-imposed. Now, that's not to say they couldn't have been adopted from somebody else or something somebody said or something you learned as a child, but you can choose to escape that completely. Really massively important that you know that, and you separate yourself from this story that you've been telling yourself, because you are extraordinary. And the minute you step into that space, the minute you'll begin to embody it, the minute you'll begin to attract better, bigger clients, more revenue, more happiness, more peace, more everything that it is that you want. But you have to separate yourself from that story and start recognising your true potential. I've mentioned in a few blogs recently about self-worth. Separating yourself from your story is a massive boost for your self-worth, because you start to recognise that you're not those things. People say, oh, I'm an angry person, or I'm an anxious person. They're just behaviours that you carry out. Get into contact with who you really are, your core values, your core beliefs, your core drivers, and completely transcend that story you used to tell yourself. Open yourself up to new, bigger, better, brighter experiences, but divorce yourself from that story you tell yourself, because you are extraordinary. If you need an affirmation that's going to carry you through this week, knowing that, simply look in the mirror every day, stand as if you're extraordinary, feel that you're extraordinary, and tell yourself, even say it out loud, I am extraordinary. There's nothing else, nothing else. You are extraordinary. Sure, you might have had slip-ups, you might have had mistakes and everything else, but these are all things that get you to where you are. You were born extraordinary, you'll die extraordinary, you will be extraordinary throughout your whole life. Whether you choose to recognise that and step into that space, divorce yourself from your story and step into that space of being an extraordinary woman, it's up to you. So I really implore you, step into that space, give it a go, start getting yourself accustomed to feeling like that, and believing in yourself, having that complete and utter value on yourself. And notice the results. As soon as you divorce yourself from that story, you'll be achieving bigger, better things, attracting bigger, better things to you, and living the life that you truly deserve. So I hope this has been massively helpful today, and I really, really look forward to seeing you in the next video.